The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. And he's got room. Finding some room at midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looking to throw. Cummings. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Green, 39, green.
Looking to throw on second down. Cummings. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
A gain of 3, second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, Cummings throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 107 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reeves. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Back to throw. Cummings. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Butker able to put this one through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pass incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Third down now following the run. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. To throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cummings. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Throwing on 1st down. Cummings throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff as they run left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cummings. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. on first down. Cummings. Throw left side complete. That's Reeves. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To throw on second down. Cummings. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Cummings. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Baltimore gets set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to see lining up. What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
No, check, Patrick.
handoff as they run the counter play. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
From the gun, Cummings. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, this was the 27th ranked rushing attack coming in. That play sort of shows why.
Yeah, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit surprised because they have talent on the line. They get talent in the backfield, but for whatever reason, they can't mesh it together and make progress.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cummings. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Cummings. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll go option to the short side. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Looking to throw. Cummings. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Cummings. And he's got some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Herrera. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. It doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But no touchdown. These guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy for him right now back in the studio. Come on, guys. Help the man out. Give him something to talk about.
To throw on 2nd down. Cummings out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now back to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go. 3-19.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reeves. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Final shot before break. Cummings. Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair. Just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks. And welcome, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. Both the Ravens and Condors have not had the best success throwing the football. It's a passing league, but these defenses have mostly been able to contain that today. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now early in the second quarter, defense will get to the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. Offense out now following the interception. Avery's going to get the quarterback here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Ravens take over late in the second. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Baltimore for the start of the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And now here's a carry heading left. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Complete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cummings finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
To throw on 2nd down, Cummings. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Second down following the run. Operating from the gun. Cummings. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Cummings. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Strong right, strong right. All right, here we go. 3, 19.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To the air on 2nd down. Cummings. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Cummings. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cummings. To throw again. Cummings. And that is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
From the gun, Cummings. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Looking to throw on second down. Cummings. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Green 39! Green 39!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give them 6 on the play there. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go!
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Cummings. And his throw here is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. A handoff as they run the counter play. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here to his running back. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Cummings. And he fires one, but incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Back to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And on now is the punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pick up there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And with 45 seconds showing, he spikes the football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And his kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Sacramento, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.